It's the Champions League. Thomas, as an Arsenal fan, you must really, really enjoy watching the Champions League this year. What is it? Thursday nights is more your thing?
Yep, Thursday nights against an Irish Sunday League team.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Play,
Of course, Dundalk. Yes,
playing
the champions of
playing
Ireland.
against the,
I'll have you know they're a professional team, full of like electricians.
to be fair, I was looking at their goalkeeper. They said he's 39 years old. I swear to God, I saw the same bloke come and fit my neighbour's shower yesterday.
Hey, you know what they say about the Irish handymen. We are a nation of handymen. Right, the Champions League.
I'm Irish. I'm a half Irish and half English, so that means I could be handy, but I can't be bothered.
Oh, goodness. Right, before we get done by Twitch or any of our other streamers, let's go to the Champions League then. Have you been watching much of the Champions League this year?
I mean, the majority of the time I'm playing football at the time it's on a Wednesday. And then I haven't been finished work till late, so I miss kickoffs and things like that. So I haven't been really following it, to be fair.
Well, you're going to be delighted with some of these scores. Lokomotiv Moscow 1, Bayern Munich 2. I mean, Bayern have pretty much carried on straight from where they left off. Atletico Madrid 3, RB Salzburg, that's the Austrian team, 2, Red Bull Salzburg. Group B is shaping up to be, I think, the most interesting of the Champions League group. Shakhtar Donetsk 0, Inter Milan 0. Now, Inter have won a game, and Shakhtar beat Real Madrid in the opening game. The second game is very interesting because it finished Borussia Mönchengladbach 2, Real Madrid 2. Which is interesting. Maybe Zidane might get fired. I would love that to happen. I've said that many a time on this program. Group C, FC Porto 2, Olympiacos 0, Marseille 0, Manchester City 3. This is the game. To be fair, as soon as Man City went 1-0 up, I stopped watching it and then I switched over to the Liverpool match. But it was a fantastic performance from Man City. Atalanta 2, Ajax 2, and Liverpool carrying on their professional performance against the Danish team that I can never pronounce the name of. Liverpool 2, FC Midtjylland 0. FC Legoland 0. Is that racist? Probably. That's probably racist. That's probably racist. They're, by the way, they're owned by an English gambler, as BT Sport put it.
Yeah, it's the bloke who owns Wetherspoons, I bet.
I think it's the guy that owns... Can't remember which club it is. I think it might be Brentford. It was either Brentford or Charlton. I can't remember. It was somebody like that. Yeah, I think it is Brentford. Yeah. Wednesday's games, FC Krasnodar 0, Chelsea 4. I watched that. It was just a pummeling from start to finish. I mean, Chelsea just enjoyed that game. 5:55 kickoff, fantastic game. Sevilla 1, Rennes 0. Borussia Dortmund finally kicking off in a positive light after losing to Lazio last week, beating Zenit St. Petersburg, the Russian government team, 2-0. I say that I was looking at all the Russian teams; they're all owned by government. Even FK Krasnodar are owned by. Actually, no, I think Krasnodar are privately owned, but Lokomotiv Moscow is essentially owned by the Russian train. It would be very different if Southern Rail owned a football team. We're sorry to announce that the match has been postponed due to a Southern Rail service that is delayed until next year.
The players are currently stuck between Crawley and Croydon.
There has been a fault with our service.
We are sorry to announce that the train has been cancelled. This is due to the manager on the line, waiting for the train to hit him. It could be worse. It could be it could be owned by our government. You can imagine the owner of bloody West Ham United being Matt Hancock.
I don't even want to. One week we are going to look at government-owned football teams, and it is quite funny because even the Met Police aren't owned by the government. Even Met Police FC aren't even owned by the Met Police. It's quite funny. Club Brugge 1, Lazio 1. Ferencváros 2, Dynamo Kiev 2. Juventus 0, Barcelona 2. That was not the Ronaldo-Messi show that we wanted. Mostly because Cristiano Ronaldo had a third positive test for the bastard virus. So he wasn't playing. So we will hopefully see Barcelona and Juventus play with Messi and Ronaldo. But a Ronaldo-less Juventus lost 2-0 at home to Barcelona. And in Group H, Istanbul, Başakşehir, which I've heard pronounced a million times in a million different ways. I've heard it called Başakşehir. Can't say what I'm currently thinking. Istanbul, Başakşehir 0, PSG 2. So PSG getting off to a good start. And oh boy, the game of the entire round. Manchester United 5, RB Leipzig 0. And so I watched this game, Tom, and I've got to tell you, it's they should rename this match, put it on national TV, and call it the Marcus Rashford Show, because he was stunning, and he didn't even start the match. So Mason Greenwood gave Manchester United the lead on the 21st minute, but Marcus Rashford came off the bench to score a hat-trick. So he scored on the 74th, the 78th. Could have scored the 87th minute penalty, but he gave it up because Marcus Rashford, MBE, is a stellar human being. Not only is he charitable towards children, he's charitable towards his own teammates, because Anthony Martial scored his first goal for United this season, 87th minute penalty. I'm sure Marcus Rashford did it. Apparently they did have a conversation about him potentially taking it, but he apparently allowed Anthony Martial to take it. But that doesn't faze somebody as great as Marcus Rashford. 92nd minute, he scored a hat-trick. My God, I'm jealous of this kid. He's 23. He's got it all. He's banging in goals for Manchester United. He's the talk of the nation because he's such a freaking hero. I love Marcus Rashford, but I really wish I was him instead of me. That's all I can say on that. I really wish I'd rather be him than me. Yeah, Marcus Rashford. Sorry, I should always say Marcus Rashford. MBE. Always. Can't forget the MBE. Oh my goodness. This kid is 23 and he's just so good. Oh. So those were the champions. I'm just left in awe of Marcus Rashford. He's so good. So those were the Champions League results. Matchday 3 is next week because it goes week after week after week. A lot of football congestion happening. So Tuesday night's matches in the Champions League it look like this. Lokomotiv Moscow are at home to Atletico Madrid. RB Salzburg are at home to Bayern Munich. Bavaria versus Austria in that one. Or Austria versus Bavaria, rather. Shakhtar Donetsk are playing in Kiev against Borussia Mönchengladbach. The big game of Group B, which looks like it might actually decide who enters the Europa League. It's Real Madrid versus Inter Milan. Please, Inter Milan, win. I want Zinedine Zidane to get sacked. FC Porto versus Marseille. And Man City getting a 3-pointer against Olympiacos. Now they'll go lose. The more interesting game, I think, is in Group D. It's Atalanta versus Liverpool. FC Midtjylland versus Ajax. And then Wednesday, Chelsea take on Rennes, so it's a trip back to his old club for their new goalkeeper. Sevilla versus FK Krasnodar. Zenit St. Petersburg take on Lazio. Club Brugge are at home to Borussia Dortmund. Barcelona host Dynamo Kiev. Ferencváros host Juventus. Istanbul Başakşehir take on Manchester United. That's a 5:55 kickoff, that one. And then RB Leipzig take on Paris Saint-Germain as well. So, considering I did my Champions League predictions and I predicted Manchester United would finish bottom of that group with Başakşehir taking the Europa League spot, they're making me look like an absolute tit. So, thanks, Manchester United. Thanks a lot. I blame Marcus Rashford. MBE.